And New Jersey Second Amendment Society?
New Jersey Second Amendment Society?
District 13 candidates for the Senate, Assembly, Sheriff are here.
I'm sorry, which candidate?
District 13 candidates for the Senate, the Assembly, and the Sheriff are here.
The Sheriff's in Monmouth County covers all that.
Yeah.
You want to know who they are for later. I'm the ideologue that has no chance of winning. You can tell Randy I'm back from 2 years ago.
It's nice to meet you. Amanda Oglesby.
The Constitution Party's representative.
Is there like a New Jersey chapter? Is that?
Yeah, the Constitution Party is national, and we're one of the sponsors of this Constitution Party in New Jersey. And last year we ran Constitution Party candidates, but this year we're working with these candidates because of their platform. We just want to make this right for the people. We don't want partisan or anything like that. We're definitely all happy here, all the Tea Party groups working together. Just wish we had another more diverse groups here, but this is what we have right now.
This is the line we're running on. Republicans for conservative leadership. So that's the Senate, the Assembly, also the Sheriff.
And actually, these rallies are taking place throughout New Jersey today.
Every county.
6 of them, right?
Did they ask you questions? Why are you? If you guys, the press, their subscription rate is going down, is it not?
I don't know, honestly. I don't work in that market.
Okay, I would bet that it is. And I would bet that they're blaming the guy in the glass office up there is probably blaming the internet. But there are other newspapers that their circulation is going up. And if you really wanted to make money, why wouldn't you be less biased and maybe a little bit more, just come to the middle a little bit?
Is that why the protest is here?
Yes, it is.
Your name is
Sure,
you write
yes.
something about it?
Yeah, sure you can.
You know what it is, man?
My name is Dan Borrachia. B-I-R-I-N-G-E-R. I'm with East Jersey.
Do you have a title?
No,
Past president.
former president.
Or president?
Just a member now.
You know what he's saying too? It's like all the media coverage in New Jersey is homogeneous.
Yeah.
It's always one view.
The problem.
I'm sorry, Dan. And the papers, the subscription rate may be going down because of that.
As I see it, is you have, if you miss it on ABC, you catch it on CBS. If you miss it on CBS, you catch it on NBC. If you miss the Asbury Park, you catch the same thing on the New York Times or the Washington Post or the General Dissatisfaction out of Georgia, whatever. It's all the same crap. And people are onto you.
Which is asking for the facts.
That's
We don't
true.
need to hear your agenda. We want the facts. We want the truth. But we don't get that. Not from the media at all.
And not from the Asbury Park.
You want to know why we're here?
I think I figured it out.
Besides, but also for the Second Amendment, obviously, I mean, that's a part of it, but really specifically, the legislature and now the Senate have approximately 22 bills on gun control. We already have the strictest in the state. We already have the strictest gun control laws, among the most in the nation. And why they felt the need to write more when they don't really enforce the ones they have now is really, if you ever tried to buy a gun in New Jersey, you'd see why, how difficult it is. I mean, if you want, I can talk to you at length in it at another time. But what really upsets us is of all these laws are really aimed, not on purpose probably, but the practical effect is they're aimed at law-abiding citizens who aren't going to commit the crimes. None of the laws written actually had to do with anything to do with somebody using a gun in a crime. There wasn't any additional mandatory sentence if you use a gun in a crime. I mean, we'd be all for that. We don't want bad people with guns. We don't want mentally ill people with guns either. Because every time somebody gets killed or there's a mass shooting, it just makes it bad for us too. So, and we're not going to go out and break the law. We're going to follow the law. So in effect, they'll just limit the rights of law-abiding citizens while criminals won't submit to background checks. Criminals won't limit themselves to 10 rounds. And we just think it's ridiculous. So we would be for gun controls that made sense. And I don't want to even say controls, but
tell them about the fact that when you leave a gun range, Amanda, and you don't go right home, it's a felony. That's not the kind of laws we need. And that's why people are upset. Are you aware of that?
Yeah.
Is Randy? I mean, that's we need people to report on that. I didn't mean to interject, but
No, I agree.
things like that, it's not fair. We need you.
But as you can see, we're not here just for the Second Amendment, which all of us are wholeheartedly American support.
All amendments.
We're here for the Constitution of First Amendment. We're here because the press is not reporting the facts. What are you here for? We're here for taxes. I mean, I didn't see the sign that reflects the debt. I mean, the Tea Party has not gone away. The media never reports the truth about the Tea Party. I remember when the cows, the communists over Wall Street, came out. They had glowing reports. The Tea Party, they were racist.
Defecating our police car. We're okay.
But you notice there's no trash here. You're going to have a nice, clean place here. But we never got the glory which we don't want. We're here because we love our country. But the media gave all the glory to the cows over Wall Street and all the most detrimental.
She's a current president of the East Jersey Tea Party.
But we're here for many reasons. One, and the number one reason everyone is here for, we love our country and we don't like the road that it's going down.
And we're not giving up any rights.
That's another thing about this whole line. We're all citizen candidates. None of us are politicians, professional politicians. We're citizens candidates. In the past, the elected officials who are in now let us down. We really didn't have a choice. But now we're giving the people a choice. So now they have a choice to make change. And that's why we're coming involved.
And I don't know if we're giving good run, so I apologize if I ask you to make I want to ask anyway. Can I get your name? Sorry.
Yeah, my name is Steve Borrachia.
Steve with a PH?
Right, with PH. I should right here.
Oh, I'm sorry. What I'm saying is that they get them out here.
I want to know why our current representatives weren't supporting our gun rights.
That's what I want to know. That's why I'm here.
I mean, they call themselves Republicans. I can see if they were Democrats, I can understand why. It's not something that's really they may believe in. But here we have people call themselves Republicans and actually call themselves conservative Republicans. And they're not out there, and they're not outraged by it. We're not breaking any laws. We haven't said a word.
We have asked them, a lot of the Tea Party members have gone to the representatives and asked them if they have a comment, if they have something to say about defending our gun rights as they're taking them and making more bills. And you know what? I know that these people are going to do that, and that's why I will support them. Because we've asked them, and they tell us quietly, oh, we're with you. We believe, oh, we understand, we feel it. And they don't, because they don't say anything. They haven't. And I've been canvassing for these people, and I can tell you something. Every person I get to speak to is tired of the same thing that we're tired of. And they said that these people have their votes. So I've been feeling very positive about that.
Joellen, Joellen,
Joellen, like that. Is that a capital E?
One word. Small E. Arabito, ARRABITO.
And you are with the
East Jersey. I'm the
Yeah.
president. And we do thank you for coming out. We wondered if we were going to get any.
Thank you for
So
talking
thank
to
you.
me.
Thank you.
I can't tell you that it's going to run because I don't make the decisions.
Do you know Paul Ambrose? For whatever it's worth, tell him that the people he gave the blog to, the BayShore Tea Party group, we have a blog on there. You know, because he tries to give us an outlet to have a chance to speak. But if you tell him that, you know, we were here from the BayShore Tea Party group, he'll know you're here. All right.
I'm going to send him an email a little while.
I'm sure he's got a way to push it through a little bit. You know, I mean, I would hope so.
So my connections with Bob Jordan.
So one nurse said she took the baby and wants to see it.
Okay.
In the state hospital?
Yeah. He used to have this one.
We
I
could
guess
add you to our contact
he was
list.
handling the politics. I guess.
Pennsylvania.
No worries. Thanks for coming out anyway.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Have a good day now.
Bye.
Asbury Park Press did finally come out after towing one car and refusing anybody to even cut through the parking lot. They did finally send a reporter out, poor girl. I think she drew the short straw. And we're all in the glass building out there looking out at her laughing. I really question whether they're going to report anything positive about us, whether they report us or not. It doesn't really matter. Their subscription rate is going down. They know it. We know why. They know why. But I believe that their ideology is more important than their bottom dollar. What do you think, Frank?
Well, what I think is it's the same old story. You saw the Star Ledger, you see the home news. You can come out here, you can show them the truth, and they have an agenda, like some of us were saying. And I just hope and pray. The man that seemed like a straight shooter, but it's not her decision. I just hope that they show her about suspicion about everybody's rights. We're all working together, and we're telling the truth on issues, and we just wish they would. Thank you.
Dan Peters.
I think we all expressed what's on our minds and what we believe in. How that translates to print, that's yet to be seen. I don't feel too confident that anything we said will be in the papers. However, we're here to make a statement, and we'll see how far it takes us.
And to have a little bit of a different I was in Foodtown, and there was a woman trying to sell the Asbury Park Press. And when I told her why, and the reasons that we all said here, I don't subscribe to them anymore, this is a true story. She quit on the spot. She quit the job on the spot and said, I'm not doing this anymore. So people don't want the news media to be biased like that. They should just report the news, bottom line.
And I think what we should notice, the support that we get from the drivers, the youth, the honking. I mean, it's awesome. So we're not alone. There might only be 60 to 100 people here, but we're not alone. More and more people feel like we do.
I know being from the press, you try to support your First Amendment rights and you'd fight for them all you could, tooth and nail. We're doing the same thing for our Second Amendment rights. We respect your First Amendment rights. We'd like the public to respect our Second Amendment rights. We're law-abiding. Criminals are the ones who need to be regulated, thrown in prison, not law-abiding citizens. Not one of the 22 bills passed by the legislature recently had to do with anything that had anybody using a gun in a crime. We would have been happy if that happened. We could have supported that. There was no due process in the other bill as far as the terror watch list goes. We support a terror watch list, but if you're on there by mistakenly, there's no way to get off and your guns are taken away. That's a violation of your rights. There needs to be some way to redress that. A lot of flaws in these bills. They just don't protect our rights. They're going after the wrong people. Thanks a lot. I'm Steve Borrachia, running for the Assembly in District 13.
Dan Peters, Sheriff, Monmouth County. Vote June 4th, please.
Barbara Gonzalez, BayShore Tea Party.
Frank Cotton, Monmouth County Tea Party Coalition.
Joellen Arabito, East Jersey Tea Party.
And I'm Steve Borrachia, District 13, Republican primary candidate for the Assembly.
Remember the whole slate. Remember the whole slate. Republicans for conservative leadership. Woo!